Once in a small village, there lived an old lady who had to fetch water from the river every day. She carried 2 clay pots, one on each shoulder, which were tied together with a piece of wood. One of the pots was in perfect condition, but the other was cracked and leaked water. Every day the old lady would fill the pots with water from the river and carry them back home. By the time she reached her house, the cracked pot would be almost empty, while the other pot remained full. This continued for years, and the broken pot became disheartened and ashamed of its imperfection. One day, the broken pot spoke to the old lady. "I feel so useless. I can't do my job properly, and I'm wasting your time and effort. Why don't you replace me with a perfect pot that can carry all the water without any leaks?" The old lady smiled and said, "Have you not noticed the beautiful flowers that bloom on your side of the path, but not on the other side? I knew about your crack, and I decided to make the most of it. Every day, as we walk back from the river, you water the flowers along the path, making it a lovely and colorful journey." The broken pot was surprised and looked down to see the path lined with beautiful flowers. It realized that even though it had a flaw, it had been contributing to something beautiful. The old lady continued, "We all have our imperfections, just like you, my dear pot. But these imperfections make us unique and special. Instead of focusing on what we cannot do, we should celebrate what we can do. You may not be able to carry water perfectly, but you bring beauty and joy to our lives." From that day on, the broken pot no longer felt ashamed of its crack. It embraced its imperfection and continued to water the flowers, knowing that it was making a difference in its own way. The story reminds us that we all have flaws and weaknesses, but those imperfections can also be our strengths and sources of beauty. We should accept ourselves and others with their imperfections and appreciate the unique contributions each person can make to the world.